Fact is, you know me better than anyone else does.
Geralt was, you know me
Better than anyone.
Yeah, so like you know me.
That's a clever fourth wall break there, my man.
It's the Witcher reaction time.
Oh, yes. And Lulu,
Yes?
we're going to head back into the Witcher 3 game once more. This time, celebrating the 10th anniversary of The Witcher, which was, I guess, this compilation video that they put together about 2 years ago that I didn't know happened. But yeah, it's been 10 years that The Witcher, I believe the game series, I don't think it's actually 10 years since the books were written. So yeah, the games have been around 10 years, 12 years
Holy
now
cow.
since it's been around that long. Yeah. But I think what's interesting about this is that this will be our last reaction to The Witcher 3. This is it. We've done a lot of the different trailers, gameplay, and I think at this point we've done enough. I think it's time to move on from the Witcher game series, and we've
just
done
wait.
enough. And just wait for The Witcher 4 at this point. Move on to other interesting things. But it's been fun to ride, reliving all these experiences. I only actually played The Witcher 3 maybe about last year, so I jumped in pretty late. But I'm really curious to see what they do here. Some people are telling me this is actually the best trailer now.
Really? The best of the best.
Well, you know, they said that about killing monsters, and they said that about this intro cinematic, and then they said that about like every one of them, right? A Night to Remember. But why don't we check it out?
That's right. Let's do
Let's
it.
appreciate this one last journey through the world of The Witcher. Ready to end for mature. And away we go. Oh, this is from the DLC.
Was just reminiscing and realized, damn, been ages since we last saw each other. You know me, got a hard time staying put. Though,
I always loved the way she was rendered in the game. So beautiful, yet battle-worn.
Regis says I'm getting old. Drops in with herbs for trysts sometimes. Strange species I've never seen. They grab Yennefer, lock themselves in her lab, spend all day brewing. Wouldn't dare interrupt them.
Aww. Oh my goodness, all
Not
his
that I'm
friends are there.
complaining.
Yeah.
Gives me time to help the guys with their contracts. Although, can't shake the feeling they mainly take jobs nearby.
I'm sure they're playing Gwent.
Lambert practically lives here. As I said, find it hard to sit still. Except, things are good here, you know?
Oh,
I'm good. We play Gwent, drink wine,
I knew it.
swipe
Of course they're
grapes from
playing
Anarietta's vineyards the odd moonlit night. Vesemir'd enjoy that especially.
That's the most
Been
I've
through
ever
hell
seen
and
him
high water,
smile.
you and me. Fact is, you know me better than anyone else does. Actually, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Thanks for everything. And know we all miss you, old friend.
Aww.
So, might be my birthday, but I say, here's to you. Now, tell us how you're doing.
Oh, I get emotional too. Like.
Aww. Oh my god, that was the most touching I've ever
That
seen.
was really cool. From a game, they're so connected to us.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
I mean, that was
the
almost like
first
a
time.
Deadpool breaking the fourth wall sort of thing. He's talking, then he's
Yes,
like, how
and
you
then
doing,
look
friend?
at
Like,
you,
oh,
look
me?
at you, right?
Thanks for joining us. Me?
Like, really? You're talking to me?
Oh.
That was smart. I like that.
Very
That's
well
really nice
done.
for them to do that to all the fans out there, right?
Yeah.
It's so personal.
It's interesting that you were even touched by it because you
I
don't even know
know.
any of the characters.
Sam. That echoed the place. Did you hear that? Of course I recognize some of them and not everybody because I haven't played the game and we only watched the show. So very interesting.
Yeah. What's interesting about it is you wouldn't even know where the scene is unless you play the add-on DLC. Like the main game doesn't actually ever give you this kind of happy ending. The main game, when you finish it, you're in a situation where you are making hard choices around, I guess the choice has already been made for you based off of how you played, of like what happens to Siri, your relationship to then how you move on. You end up being with Yennefer and going off to some place far away to live your life together, or do you end up with the other gal, right? Triss. And it's interesting here because they had to factor in the possibilities of you choosing one or the other, and they don't want to like make 5 different videos based off of that. So that's why Yennefer and Triss are still up front and he's not hanging out with one particular. It allows the kind of nebulousness for you to kind of decide, I play the way I played, but everyone is still here together with me, whether you choose one or the other for the gals. And they actually are friends still, despite the fact that, Triss kind of stole Geralt from Yennefer, and I won't give away the whole story there, but yeah. And if you want to talk about like one character that you recognize, and you probably wouldn't even recognize him, but this dude that was with him in the Journey in Netflix.
Yeah, I was looking for that guy.
It's
That's
this guy.
him.
Yeah.
Well,
and they call him
because...
something different here. They call him Dandelion. And he's very colorful, more flamboyant.
Yes.
Whereas I think in the show, he's less of that kind of crazy,
He never wears a
clown
hat
look.
during the show.
Yeah, but he's definitely a bard here too, and he nonstop talking as well. Yeah, but these other characters are all people that you had befriended along the way, and they helped you for different reasons in terms of part of your quest and whatnot. But ultimately, the relationship between him and Ciri is what's really touching, and it's really nice to be able to see all that come together. It's really cool to see Ciri ride in that way. Is the end scenario, depending how you play, Ciri could end up becoming a Witcher like you, in which case she will go off and wander, or actually she could just go fight on her own, because Witchers don't generally fight together that often. They're more, solitary type of creatures, if you will. Or she goes on to become queen, and she really kind of goes off of a very different life. So her writing in allows you to kind of just assume, well, she could have done one or the other type of scenario.
Right. Nice.
That was nice. Oh, I love it. That was a great summary for everything here.
I like that